Hello friends, and welcome back to my channel. This is Nova Gnome Creations, and I'm Nova, and I'm so happy to see you today. I hope that you are doing well, and I hope that you are enjoying your summer, and you're staying cool if you are in somewhere where it's hot, and you're staying warm if you're somewhere where it's cold, and that you're staying out of the sun and keeping on some SPF or wearing some protective clothing or something, protecting your skin, all of that good stuff, just everything. Stay hydrated, drink your water, making sure that you eat, you know, all those good things. I hope that you are taking care of yourself, and I hope that you and your loved ones are doing well. I am happy to come on here and chat with you guys a little bit today and show you guys what I have been up to. So first off, I want to say that I missed you guys. I know it's been a little over a week since I posted, which is literally the longest I have gone without posting since I started like actively posting on YouTube. So it's been about a year. It's been about a year. Yeah, it feels like a long time since I came on here and made a video. I will say though, however, I did have a video for you guys and I accidentally deleted it. So, part of this video is going to be me telling you about what I told you about in that video and inserting some pictures. I had made some presents for people, and I made like a 20-minute video or 20-something minute video showing them to you guys and talking about them and everything, and I wasn't going to post it until they got the package in the mail. Well, they got their package in the mail, and I was like, okay, now I can go edit my video. And in order to edit my videos, I have to delete previously edited and filmed videos because I only have so much storage space. So usually what I do is I go through, I delete them, and then I immediately go to my trash file and I delete them from there because they still take up the same amount of space if you delete them but don't delete them from your trash file. So I just immediately delete them, and then I go and permanently delete them. You can see where this is going. I had some videos I had taken and edited and posted already where I looked very similar. I was wearing the same color shirt and I just didn't even think about it. I was like, yeah, I'm going to edit this video, but I need some space. I went in, I deleted everything, and then I went to go to import the video into the editing program and realized I not only deleted it, but permanently deleted it. I literally was like absolutely heartbroken. It's not a big deal, you know, now that I've let some time pass. It's like, okay, it wasn't a big deal. It wasn't like a super, like, you know, it wasn't like a tutorial video where I put like hours and hours and hours and hours into it or something, but it still sucked because I had the foresight to make the video before I packaged up their presents and show them off to you guys. And then I packaged them up and mailed them away, so now I'll never actually be able to show them to you and go in detail and, you know, all that good jazz. So I'm going to insert some pictures of those. I guess we'll start off there. So I will insert some pictures over here of some presents that I made. It is both my little brother and his spouse's birthdays in like the summer. They have like a June and a July birthday. So I made a present for him and a present for his spouse. So I made my little brother, I told you guys about how he wanted a purple cat, something cuddly, and I knew that I wanted to put like kind of an edgy twist to it, so I gave it a choker. I gave it some like little fangs off of its like little kitty mouth. I gave it some like little fangs. I gave it some like little X eyes. And you guys may recognize that plushie. Sorry for my dog barking. Tataru, come here. You guys may recognize that plushie. It has been a work in progress for quite some time. I originally started out making it for him, and then I was like, I don't know about this. I don't know if it's going to look like a cat. It had like, I had made it with like longer arms and legs so it could be really cuddly, but then I felt like it looked like a doll, so I was going to make him a different cat. This has been a whole thing. If you've been here, you guys have heard about it. I had like started to make a different cat, but then I wasn't liking that one either. So I went back to the original one and finished making it, and I'm very happy with how it came out. Sometimes that just happens. Anyway, so yeah, I'll have inserted a picture of that or a few pictures of that. You're fine. over there. And then I also made an alien for his spouse. Last year for his birthday, I had made, my little brother had like sent me a picture of this alien that he wanted made for his birthday, and was like, hey, could you make this? And like commissioned me to make it for him for his birthday. And so I thought it would be a fun surprise if I made another one, but put like a little bit of a twist on it. So when he sent me the picture last year, it had 3 different aliens in different colors. It was a pattern by Hannah Gurumi, which I will link in the description box below this video. The cat was free-handed, by the way. But I will link the pattern for the alien that I made last year in the description box. And when I asked him what color, he was like, oh, we'll do pink, but eventually I would love to do all of them. So I was like, okay, I'll do another color from that picture, which was the green alien. But instead of following that pattern, I just kind of used it as an inspiration, and I made a standing version. This was, the pattern that I had used last year was a sitting version, and I'll have a picture up over here of the 2 of them together, that he sent me after they received it. It was a sitting version, so it was made completely different. You kind of make like an hourglass shape sort of, but with the head bigger, you know, and then you attach the arms and legs onto it. And I made this one as like a continuous piece with the legs working up into the body and then attaching the arms in as you go. So completely different way of doing the body, but I think that it looks so good with it. Like you can tell that they're like from the same alien, like, I don't know, same alien pod or whatever. They look like, you know, the same alien, but not the same alien. So I was really, really happy with how that came out. But I thought it would be fun to have like a standing version and a sitting version. So a little bit different, a little bit of a twist on it. So I was really, really happy with how that came out. I'm sad that I didn't get to show it to you guys, because I deleted the video. But I also made it a little party hat, and it is removable, so it's not like attached on, so they can, you know, choose whether they want the party hat on there or not. But it was, you know, like for the birthday, celebration aspect of it. And I made the first one out of Bernat Blanket Ombre yarn. And then I used just some different chenille yarns for the hair, and just some worsted, like Red Heart Super Saver for the choker. And then for the alien, I used Parfait Chunky in like lime or something like that, whatever the like neon green, bright green color is. And the hat was made out of Red Heart Super Saver Retro Stripe, and I put a pom-pom on it. Oh, and then the hat brim, I wanted to do like that tinsel kind of effect that party hats have all around the edges. So I took some eyelash yarn, and I wove in and out of the front loop onlys, and then I continued around a second time in the back loop onlys. So I got like a double layer thickness. And then I just sat there with my needle and plucked out the eyelash, like fibers of it, excuse me, because as you're like going around weaving it in, the eyelash fibers, they're long, they're probably like this long. They would get tucked into the stitches. So I had to sit there and like go through each front loop and then each back loop and pluck them all out. But I really, really love how that came out. And the eyelash yarn is like a silvery eyelash yarn. It's silver, but it has like a rainbow tint to it. So like when the light hits it, it gets like a rainbow effect. I'm so sad, you guys, because I showed you these things in the video. Like I showed you how I did the tinsel effect, and I showed you the rainbow tint to it and all this stuff. Such a bummer, such a bummer. I'll never make this mistake again because I'm going to be so careful from now on, but what a bummer. Anyways, guys, so that is the video that should have been, recapped for you guys. And then I have another thing to show you, which is I tried something new, and I made a crochet canvas piece. So what I did for this was I took a canvas and I painted it black. This is a 7x9 canvas panel, so it's really thin. I painted it black, and then what I did was I actually made a mandala, and I actually made this mandala a little while ago, and I stretched it over the canvas and put the corners around the back, and then I hot glued those down. And I hot glued down the center also of my mandala, and it has like a flower in the center under here, these little yellow pieces you can see sticking out. And then I layered more flowers on top of it, so it is like a 3D art for your wall. And I'm really, really loving this idea. I definitely want to make more of these. I think that this is a really fun concept of ways to do crochet for your wall. Because that's something that I always am like, I want to do crochet for my wall, but like, what can you do other than like, you know, crocheting a granny square and sticking it on the wall or something? So I really love this idea. I think you could really do this with most mandalas. If you make a mandala that's about the size of the canvas that you want to use, and then you stretch it so that it kind of squares it off a little bit, I think it looks so good. So I definitely want to play around with this idea more and try out some more designs. But I think it's such a good idea for getting like some 3D effects, because I think that it just adds like texture and dimension and everything to the art. And then I also added I just added yarn back here, which is also just hot glued on, and it'll hang from these, since this type of canvas panel doesn't have a way to hang it. There's no like mounting things on the back. I just glued those on, and then you can just hang it directly from those, and put those little like hooks on the wall. Like, we actually hang up a lot of stuff by these like little hook things. I'm not really sure what they're called. But yeah, so I thought that would be a good way to do it. I got the idea because when I painted hubby that picture for our anniversary last year, we ended up hanging it up. It's actually right here on the wall. We ended up hanging it up with twine by basically doing the same thing that I did on that. I don't remember if we hot glued it on or attached it in some other way, but basically there's twine attached, and we hung it from two like little hook things on the wall. So I was like, okay, that'll be the perfect way to do this. But I am very happy with this, and I definitely plan on making more. And the reason that I went ahead and decided to make this was my Flower Power Cowl make for last month, for July. So if you guys haven't checked it out already and you're like wanting to get in on some flowery fun, Moo over at Crafty Moo, Sarah, is her channel name have Sarah in it? I don't think so. Crafty Moo Sarah, I don't know. I'll link it. It's spelled really weird anyways, so you would definitely want to click on the linking of it. It's got like numbers instead of letters in it and stuff. But she's doing a Flower Power Cowl that's hashtag Moo's Flower Power Cowl, and every month you just make something with a floral like touch to it. It can be anything, and that's like how you be in the cowl. So super fun. Oh yeah, and then I got like distracted by my makes, but how I was saying I'm excited to like come and hang out and chat with you guys. Well, you guys, do you know where my husband is right now? He's at work. Cry, but at the same time, it means that I'm coming back to you guys, and I'm pretty excited for that. I have like a lot of ideas, and I'm excited to get back on to like my routine, and be posting regularly again and stuff. It'll probably take a little while, you know, maybe a couple of weeks for me to get really back into like my like flow of things. But I am back. So I know that you guys have been so supportive and so sweet and so encouraging for me to like enjoy my summer and enjoy time with the hubby and take like a little mental health break, which I really needed. But as my sister said yesterday when I was talking to her, she's like, it's like awesome. It sounds like you've got your mojo back. And I think that that is like exactly how I'm feeling. I've got my mojo back. I've got my crojo back. So I'm excited to come back to you guys and get to crocheting and get to chatting, get to doing fun community activities and tutorials and showing you guys what I'm up to. I have some ideas of things I want to do. I'm going to be posting on Saturday to do Gnome of the Month. You guys know normally I do Gnome of the Month on the first and last Saturday of the month, but because it was like literally the last weekend before he had to go back to work, I went ahead and postponed my Gnome of the Month like last Saturday of the month post. and I'm going to just go ahead and post it this Saturday, and that'll actually be my reveal for my July gnome, and it'll also be the reveal of what I'm thinking of doing for my August gnome. So if you guys are wanting to get in entries or submissions, whatever you want to call it, for gnome of the month, you guys can still send those in. My email is always in the description box below my video, all my videos, but it is novagnomecreations@gmail.com, and then you just put gnome of the month as the subject line, and make sure you attach your pictures. And other than that, just let me know what name you'd like me to credit you with, and you can put any other info that you want to. You're allowed to send in as many gnomes as you want. It doesn't have to be crochet. It can be any medium. You can also send it to me on like Instagram or stuff like that if you would like to. I actually did get somebody who sent me one on Instagram recently, and I was like, oh my gosh, can I put this in Gnome of the Month? So that will be in Gnome of the Month this Saturday. So you guys, I've never said it before, but you can send me your gnomes in Instagram Messenger if you'd like to also. Just make sure you let me know the same information. Let me know what name you'd like me to use. I do prefer that you send it in email, just if you're sending it for Gnome of the Month, just because it's easier for me to find it. I don't want to forget you on accident and not, you know, like find it. But if you send it to me on Instagram, that's totally fine also. But yeah, it doesn't have to be crochet. It could be knit. It could be any type of fiber art. It could be any type of art. Anything that you make with your own two hands, like it could be clay, it could be digital, it could be literally whatever type of art you like, and you're just happen to be doing your gnome in, that's totally fine. You can send that in. We are a very crafty, creative community here, so we're like, the more the merrier, send in your gnomes. But yeah, so I'm like thinking, should I spill all of my ideas out into this one video? Or should I, like, you know, pace myself and like let you guys digest all of this spew of content of stuff that I've said in this video? I think I probably should. Oh, and I do have an update, like a health update, I guess. I don't really do health updates. I don't really talk about like that type of stuff on my channel. But I did tell you guys that I was doing a sleep apnea or a sleep study a while ago, like a month ago or so. And I figured I should probably update you guys because you guys were all, you know, like, I hope it goes well and everything, which I really appreciate. I do have sleep apnea, and I have moderate sleep apnea, so it comes in like, it comes in 3 varieties. It's like mild, moderate, and severe. I'm on the like higher end of moderate. Yeah, I'm trying to remember. I was trying to remember the breakdown of what that meant. It's been a hot minute since I found out about it. I think I wrote down some notes. Now I just got to remember where I wrote them down. I meant to update you guys on this, but you know, my videos have been so like sporadic and weird. Okay, so I think I have to see, what is OA? I don't know. I wrote things down in like shorthand as I was talking to the person in like a video chat, and I'm like, I don't remember what these things mean. Regardless, I'm a moderate, and I had like times in my sleep that I fall below like 61% oxygen, but not not like all the time, just like sometimes it falls below that. And those are like what my notes are. I don't remember what the rest of my notes mean because I tried to make like shortened versions of things, and I don't know what the shortened versions of things mean anymore because this was like a while ago. So I found that out, but I haven't gotten my CPAP yet, which is the machine that you get to like help keep your airways open at night. Because at first I had to wait. They're like, okay, you have it. They went over all the stuff, and they were like, you'll be contacted by the medical company that supplies the CPAPs, but it'll probably be like a month before they contact you because they're like really backed up, and there's like a national shortage of CPAPs apparently. So when they finally contacted me, I found out that my insurance only covers 50% of durable medical equipment, which is what a CPAP is considered. And then I also will have to get like the stuff that goes with the CPAP, which is like, there's all this tubing and masks and stuff like that you have to replace like on a regular basis. So financially, like right this minute, I'm trying to figure out what's going on with that because CPAPs are not cheap. Like that's, you know, in the $1,000 range, somewhere in the $1,000, and I'll be paying half of that and then having to keep up with all the tubing and all that stuff. So it's just gonna be, I'm gonna have to figure it out. But that is my update on that for you guys, if you were wondering about how it went. But yeah, so I have some ideas and things in the works, and I have a new idea for a community project. You guys will have to let me know what you think. I'll go ahead and like spill the beans on the idea and kind of put out a feeler and see what you guys are feeling like or like thinking about it. And then if you guys are thinking like we should go for it, then I'll like flesh it out, make it into a full-blown concept and make a video about it. But what do you guys think of doing like a community? I'm thinking a community blanket. It could be a community anything really, but I'm thinking a community blanket, and it would be like where all of you guys could send in granny squares, and it could be like, it doesn't have to be like a granny square, but like you send in squares. It could be like knit, it could be crocheted, and it could be like any design that you want to do. And everybody sends them in, and then I can show them on the channel. I was thinking it would be really fun to do. It would depend on how many I get. Like, I don't know how, you know, if I got like a lot of them and it was frequent and stuff, I could do like a weekly video where I showed you guys the new squares I got in or something. If it wasn't very frequent, maybe it would have to be, you know, less frequent. And it could just not be like a set day of the week or something. It could just be whenever I have enough squares to do a video. But I could show you guys like unboxing type of video, you know, showing you guys the squares. And then you guys could like send in your squares, let me know you know, what name you want to be credited with. I could read like your note out loud if you want me to, and things, or if you're okay with me doing that and things like that, and show it off. And then I would put it all together and we would have like a community project. Like, wouldn't that be so cool to like have like a community blanket where like it's like everybody's like handiwork is in it? I think it would just be so fun. It would have like everybody like stitched together with like the community of like the Nomies. I don't know. What do you guys think of that? That's something that I've been like tossing around and thinking about, and I was like, oh, I really love this idea. And we could do like a community anything, like with, I'm thinking squares for sure, just because that's like everybody can like make a square of some sort. It could be anything from just like a basic granny square to like you could break out, you know, like the cool like granny square books that you have that you don't normally get to use, like those one-off granny squares that you wouldn't want to make like a million of to make a blanket or something, but like you've always wanted to make it. Like those 3D granny squares and stuff. Like it could literally be anything. And you could send in as many as you want. Like, let's say that you want to make like a couple out of it, you could send in a couple, you know. But like, wouldn't it be so cool to like have this thing that like we all put together, like we all have made part of it? And I think it would just be so fun. And also like opening the granny squares and showing everybody's granny squares. I think it would be a lot like Community Spotlight, where, you know, we show like what people have been up to, what people have been making. where like I can show like, hey, so-and-so made this granny square, like it was from this book, or like so-and-so made this granny square, they've never made a granny square before, or like so-and-so made this one and it was this yarn, and like this yarn is so cool, like how it works up, like I don't know, it just sounds like a lot of fun to me. All right, guys, I think I have talked your ears off enough. I hope that you are all doing well and that you are taking care the best that you can, and I will see you guys again real soon. I hope that you are excited for the commencement of the school year. I know that for most people, the school year starting up doesn't really mean anything, but since my hubby works in the school system, he is a school bus driver, for us it is kind of like the beginning of the year. So yeah, it's kind of like a new start. I'm feeling like it's a fresh start for us, for me anyways. I hope you guys are doing well, and I will see you later. Bye, guys.